I think we need not worry about the nodal agency per se. Uh, we have seen examples of work done by Geological Survey of India. We have seen examples of work done by state governments. We have seen examples of doing by the local governments. So I think what the society has to do or INSA has to do, in my view, is that what is that needed in the sense uh, what kind of a documentation we should do to classify or to be recognized any particular area or a rock or whatever as a geoheritage stone or a geopark or whatever we want. That documentation is very important. Unfortunately, we didn't had much discussion on the kind of documentation which is required. The second thing is, in my view, there are many things can be done through an executive actions. Some of the best regulatory mechanism, like which I know, coastal regulation zone, it is through a notification. It is part of Environmental Pollution Act, and so there may be many such act or maybe there which we should make use of it and move forward. So I don't think there is any need, in my view, for a nodal department, but what we need is from our angle that the knowledge about any specific thing, how we should generate and how it could be done. And then it may be a good idea to involve yesterday also Dr. Ravichandran mentioned that we need to have a discussion with also Environment and Forest, which has certain similar act or maybe culture, which has also archaeology and earth science and mines. I think all sit together because each ministry has certain role in this. So instead of worrying about that, I think we need some coordinating mechanism to take this forward. And I think that may be a better approach than zeroing specific organization which is required. Once we have that coordinating mechanism, I think how it can be institutionalized, that can come automatically. That mechanism this ministry itself can design, okay. Instead of we saying to ministry that you do like this, instead of let them come up with the specific way they will be handling. There are many cases of that kind which is being done where the interministerial coordination is done, or one of the ministry have been asked to take a lead role and the other ministry support that. So let that ministry work it out how the mechanism should be done. I think it is a good idea, but I think it may be a good idea to, I think this Rioli Fossil Park is a very ideal in my view, because if you bring everything at Delhi, it doesn't work. I think we need to do this at a specific place. Of course, there you can have a museum where you can bring certain, but also the environment in which they were existed once upon a time, I think it is also very important. So a single central museum, I personally don't think it is a good idea, but I think many such at different places we should be doing where they can have in situ and ex situ experience both together.